Everyone, today I'm going to be showing you how you can do a sort of loot bag system, which is when you click an item and you like randomly win a reward or whatever. It's in most servers. So we're going to create a new file, call it lootbag.js, like this. And we're going to import world from, Minecraft server. Okay. So now, there is another thing which I'm going to show you here, which I think everyone should have. Everybody should have a sort of like config.js where like you store all the functions that you will use in other files. So just for easy uses, what we're going to do is we're going to import this from Minecraft server. Oh, my second monitor is going crazy. Yeah. I'm going to import this and then we're going to export function random number. This is pretty much going to generate our random number. We're going to do min and max. This, and then we're going to do return math.round, and then math.random. Going to times this by max minus min, like that, and then we're going to do plus minimum. This should return a random number between the minimum and maximum number. This will also be whole numbers. So we go back to the loop bag, and then we need to do the like event. So we do world.item, or no, sorry, what am I doing? After events dot item use dot drive data. We need to do const source item stack data. Now this is what I like to do. I like to just do const player equals source because it's player in other files, and for some reason it's source here. So yeah, this is what I like to do. I just like to do this to redefine it as player, because you know, only a player is going to be clicking an item. But you know, if you want to do it source, you can. You just, wherever I type player, you just put source, because player is source. Now we can do the random system, like I said before. We can do let's say const random. Let me think here. So let's do const random number 1 equals random num. Then we're going to press tab. See, it imports it from our config file. So we're using this function in this file now. We do the minimum. Let's say 1, and then between 1 and 3. So you can do a bunch of if statements here, but it's easier if you just do, and better for your server if you do a switch statement. We're going to switch the random number 1, this, and then case, which will be the value of random number 1, which is obviously between 1 and 3. We won't have a case 0 because it can't generate a number 0. We'll have case 1, 2, and 3. So case 1, and then we put a break here so it doesn't go into the next one. Make sure you always have the break there. So now this is pretty much an if statement here. This code like this works exactly like if random number 1 is equal to 1, like that. It's that, but because we'd be using a lot of if statements, having a switch statement, all of them is so much better. There we go. And then we can do, let me think. Player dot command give s emerald 1. And we can do player dot send message, get the color symbol again, this, and then we can do this, that, make it look nice. And then U1A emerald. How much into color? Okay. And then we're gonna copy this, paste it 2 more times, change this to 2, and change this to 3. Yeah, like this. And then we're gonna do, let's say, iron ingot, this to iron ingot, and then we'll do gold ingot. Gold ingot. Okay, so we've done the randomizer part now. What happens when you, like what happens when they win. Now we need to do the part where it's like when you click the item. There we go. That's what I was trying to say. So what we can do is we can copy all of this and create a function. Let's say function. We're going to call it common lootbag, right? And then obviously we need the player like this, and we'll do this. Boom. And we have this. Let's just change this to a random number here. Now we have the common lootbag function, which obviously we need to carry the player from this event to this function that these can run, because it's going to be running on the player, and if it's just player, they don't know what player it is, so we carry it from the event to the function. Now what we do is we do another switch statement with the item that we're going to click, which will be, let's say, oh, so first of all we have to do this item stack.type.id. Do this, so then we do case, then we have to put Minecraft, and then in this case I'm going to use a diamond. I'm going to keep the break there as well. Then we're going to do, or not functions, so we're going to do common lootbag layer. And then you can remove the diamond in here, but I just like to do it here. Player.run and as diamond 1. So this will clear 1 diamond from my inventory. Yeah, that looks like that should work. Yeah. So we're going to go into the game, slash reload, and then boom. Oh, one error actually, my bad. You need to import the lootbag file into the index like this. There we go. Reload, and then boom. I won an emerald. Cool. Let's see what else I can win. Another emerald. Another, damn. Okay, we want an iron ingot. Iron ingot. Iron ingot again. Can I get a gold ingot, please? There we go. That was crazy. I got 9 of them in a row. Yeah, let's lose all 64 diamonds. See what we win. Seems like iron ingot seems to be the most common. For some weird reason. Even though, well, it is just random, to be fair. There we go. So we got 12 emeralds, 36 iron ingots, and 16 gold ingots. And obviously you can make your own custom loot bags if you know want to make them a custom item. If you want a tutorial on how to make a custom item, then comment that below and I'll make some custom item tutorials and textures and all that stuff. And yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. Want more tutorials on anything, just comment below. And yeah, thanks for watching.